Hello and welcome to AJ Storytime channel for kids. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you receive the notifications of when I'm reading live. Today's Storytime theme is about bees because we are learning about all these different type of insects and bugs that we will be seeing in our backyard during the springtime. The first book we're reading is called Bees by Catherine Prio, illustrated by Ellie Peterson. Beatrice heard a humming as she walked through the park on her way home from school. She followed the sound to a hollow oak tree. A cloud of wild bumblebees flew in and out of a hidden beehive like it was the world's busiest airport. Bee crept closer, and the bees flew zigzags and crazy eights. They hovered and dove. They zipped out fast but flew home slowly, their tiny bodies weighted down with pollen and nectar. Vie visited the hive every day. She watched the bees flick from flower to flower, buzzing with happiness as they collected food for their families. Then one day the tree was silent. A lonely butterfly circled the oak tree looking for its friends. Its friends were gone. The next day at school, Via told her teacher what happened. "Where did my bees go?" she asked. "I don't know," her teacher sighed. "Sometimes bees just disappear." Via didn't like that one bit. How could a whole hive disappear? The park was quiet as she walked home. Via looked toward the oak tree, but even the butterfly was gone. Then Via noticed something else. The flowers around the oak tree have been cut down. Beatrice knew that bees like flowers. It is how they'll get all of their food. Next time Via's class went to the library, Via rushed for the librarian. "What type of flowers do bees like?" "I don't know," the librarian said. "Let's find out." Via read everything she could about bees. She learned that they like to eat pollen and nectar from lots of different flowers and that they needed lots of open space to find them. Via also learned that bees are a type of pollinator, which means that they carry pollen from flower to flower. Without bees, blueberry, raspberry, and pumpkin plants will not be able to turn their flowers into fruit. There will be no more apples or almonds or avocados. Without bees, some of your tree's favorite foods will disappear. Bie began to make a plan. In the early wet days of spring, Bie planted wildflower seeds around the base of her tree. She planted mint and clover and sunflowers. The seedlings began to sprout. The flowers began to bloom. But the tree stayed silent. Viet did her science fair project on bees. She handed out wildflower seeds to everyone at school and asked them to help feed the bees. All over the neighborhood, their seedlings sprouted, their flowers bloomed. Still, the tree was silent. Beatrice began to lose hope. She sat by her tree and cried sad tears at the thought of losing her bees forever. Then she heard it. A single bumblebee buzzed past, landing on one of the flowers. She saw another and another bees flew out of a nest in the ground near the hollow oak tree. They hovered and dove, they flew zigzags and crazy eights, they zipped out to find pollen and nectar, then flew home slow and fat to feed their family. Yes, bees were back. Wow, that was such an amazing book, right? We learned so much about bees and how she decided to know more about bees and then how to help them. So you remember that when you plant flowers, when you plant plants in your garden, you are going to provide food for the bees. So don't forget to do that, okay? Let's read our next book. Our next book is called Be Mine. You made me so happy. You caused the sun to shine. Busy, buzzy, little bee, I hope you will be mine. Hi there, spotted ladybug. I will always follow you because when you are together, you make my dreams come true. Flitter floating fireflies, you dazzle me with light. You always make everything so magical and bright. Slow down a bit, Chinese snail. Will you please wait for me? Now that I have caught up with you, I am so happy. Are you hungry, caterpillar? Let's finally leave for munch. Now we can sit together and eat a tasty lunch. Sweet dreams, my cozy cocoon. We know what will happen soon. Hello, pretty butterfly, with your bright color wings. When I am close to you, my heart truly sings. You made me so happy, you caused the sun to shine. Busy, buzzy little bee, I hope you will be mine. Such a nice book, right, guys? I have one more book about bees for you today. I hope that you are learning so much because bees are part of us. They help us get honey, they help the flowers to grow, right? The next book and last will be called Nature's Friends Bees by Anne Hemrich. Bees, bees everywhere. Wow, kinds of bees. Bees live all over the world. Almost no bees live near the North Pole or the South Pole. There are so many kinds of bees. Some live alone, others live in big family groups or colonies. Others live in big family groups. They are called social bees. Thousands of bees may live in one colony. Their nest is called a beehive. Most bees in our gardens are honeybees or bumblebees. They are social bees. Here you can see a huge group of bees on a tree. Look how beautiful. Wow. The body of a bee. A bee has three main body parts: the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. On the head are five eyes. Three of these eyes are very small. The other two are huge compound eyes. Bees can see shapes and some colors, but colors look different to bees than they look to us. Bees have a mouth with a long tongue. The tongue is like a long tube. Bees smell with their antennas or feelers. On its thorax, a bee has four wings and six legs. In the bee's abdomen are two stomachs. One is a regular stomach and the other is called a honey stomach. At the end of the bee's body is a stinger. The bee's body has three main parts. Don't forget thorax, abdomen, right? And what's the other one? I just told you. The head. Good job, you guys. Bees built for work. Bees are fussy with hair all over their bodies. Pollen from flowers stick to their hairs. The golden grains of pollen help flowers make seeds, and the pollen is also food for the bees. A bee's two back legs have pollen baskets. A bee's tongue is shaped like a long tooth. It sucks a sweet juice called nectar from flowers. Bees make honey with the nectar. They eat honey and make it into wax. Can you see all the pollen, that orange powder on her hair? Yes. A home in a honey tree. Look at this. Wow. Bees build their hives in hollow places. Hollow trees are good places for hives. Bees cover the inside of the hive with a honeycomb made of wax. The honeycomb has many six-sided spaces called cells. Inside each cell is a bee egg, a young bee or honey. Animals love honey just as many people do. Sometimes a bear tries to get honey from a beehive. Guard bees try to scare the bear away. Some bees live in hollow out lawns. Ooh, look at this. Wow. Life in a beehive. Every hive has a queen bee. She is the mother of every bee in her colony. Her only job is to lay eggs. Out of each egg comes a larva. It grows into a pupa and then into an adult bee. Most bees grow up to be workers' bees. All workers are females. They build the honeycomb and collect nectar and pollen, and then they make honey and wax. They feed the other bees too. Workers can make a special food called royal jelly. A larva that is fed royal jelly becomes a queen. A few bees are males called drones. Their job is to mate with the queen. Then she can lay eggs. The large queen bee in the center is surrounded by smaller worker bees. Okay, so now you know that there is a mama that is called the queen bee, right? The honey dance. Some bees are food scouts. They fly around and find places where flowers grow. Then they come back and tell the other bees. They tell the story by dancing a honey dance. A honey dance is an awesome sight. The scout dances in a figure eight. It wiggles its tail as it dances, and the figure eight points to the left or right of the sun. This tells the bee where the flowers are dancing. Faster means the flowers are nearby, and slower dance means they are farther away. Wow, this is such an amazing book. We learned so much. I hope that you are learning during this story time. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.